views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
Welcome to Conscious Creation with actress, author, and healer Dee Wallace. If you want to take charge of your life, really take charge of your life, the next hour will be a fun, enlightening experience in creating the life you want. Whether it's money, health, success, or relationships, join Dee in celebrating the power of you and see your life expand into joyful creation. To join Dee now, call 319-527-6305. And don't forget, Dee can also be heard on BBS Radio, iTunes, the Empowerment Channel at the Connect Me Radio Network. You can also hear Dee on Get Inspired Media Network, Transformation Talk Radio, plus UBN, Universal Broadcasting Network. And now, here's Dee.
Oh, hello, all you amazing, fabulous, incredible, magnificent, so very loved, and darn sexy people. Woohoo! What a time we are living in. What a time we are living in. We have such an opportunity to address the shadow part of ourselves, bring it out, acknowledge it, accept it, and if we so choose, direct it into a different expression. It's playing out everywhere in front of us. If you were on the webinar about the gift of what this election process is bringing forward, you heard it here first. I want you to know our channel brought it in before pretty much anybody that I'm aware of anyway. Deepak Chopra just came out with a big article about it, and you know, the greatest gift is if we look within ourselves and heal ourselves, and I'm pretty proud of that our channel, through our intention and our commitment and our participation together, brought that in very clearly for all of us. So yoo-hoo for us. Please, if you're looking for an awesome Christmas gift, go to buppabear.com, or you can go to Amazon and get Buppalopaloo. We received the Dr. Toy Award, the Parenting Seal of Approval Award, and I'm happy to say that the first book is finished and it will be out in time for Christmas also. So I'll keep you posted about that. I've actually have 2 children's books now available. I co-wrote another little book called On Dandelion Seed with my friend Keith. So I'll have that all up on my website for you soon and let you know if you want to get the books. Beautiful, simple little book on dandelion seeds for an older children's audience. Buppalopaloo is, you know, from 2, 3, 4 years old. All right, today it's interesting. What I was directed to talk about is exactly what the webinar is about, which is retribution, the boomerang effect of your electrical charge. Excuse me, I got a tickle in my throat. It's this Wednesday, guys. If you haven't signed up, it's this Wednesday. You can go to I Am Dee Wallace and sign up now. It's on the e-blast. There's a link on the e-blast for you to sign up for it, and another e-blast will come out Monday. So they wanted us to talk a little bit about it today. First of all, let's look at the definition of retribution. Retribution is repayment for doing something wrong, inflicting judgment upon the self so that you're paying yourself back or expecting that you need to pay back for some wrongdoings in your life. It's been with us literally since the beginning of time. Oh my God, Eve, you shouldn't have picked the apple. So the biggest subject they want to go into today, starting off the webinar on Wednesday, is the non-acceptance of the self. You will find out a lot more about my personal journey with this in tomorrow's e-blast coming out. Again, if you don't receive the e-blast, just go to IMD Wallace and sign up. It's as simple as that. All right, the non-acceptance of self. If we are not accepting who we are, everything we've done in this lifetime or any other lifetime, if we don't know we're magnificent in the way we are right now, our hearts cannot stay open to give us the guidance we are desiring. That's number one. Your heart cannot stay open for guidance. Number two, non-acceptance of self creates physical imbalances resulting from the inner conflict. Physical imbalances resulting from the inner conflict. So in terms of our work, that would be, I really, really, really want to love myself. And I have to judge myself at the same time for all the wrongdoings that I've done. You can't move into the first while you're holding on to the second. So you're in conflict with yourself. Your energetic system is not working together as a whole. Think of two rocks coming together and igniting the spark. That's the electrical charge then that you're sending out, which is a confused one. I'm not good enough and I still have to pay for my wrongs, but gosh, universe, will you give me what I want? Okay, the third thing, non-acceptance of self creates and attracts disharmonious people and circumstances around what you are desiring to create. When you do not accept yourself, you literally create and attract people and circumstances that are out of harmony with what you want. Because, like the spark that you've sent out, you have to attract back then a certain amount of opportunities for you to practice retribution against yourself. Number 4, non-acceptance of self does not allow you to truly be the God of you and to experience and create from that. Because obviously we can't be God if we have to practice self-retribution against ourselves. So judging ourselves is an act against self-love. And we know, hold on, they're really bothering me here. They're trying to bring something in. Sheets, book, song, movie, okay, movie, okay, Casablanca. Oh, okay. Well, see, this is new. They didn't bring this in. It doesn't allow you to know you can have it now. They're taking me to the last part of Casablanca, where the two people are in love, in this conversation representing self-love. And they go, well, we'll always have Paris. We'll always have the good times, but right now it's not possible for us to be together. It's not possible for us to have what we want. And if you are continuing to judge yourself and think you have to pay for stuff, you're never going to have it now. That's an oxymoron. Okay, add it to the listy. All right. So if you are in retribution of yourself, you literally think things are not possible through you. Hold on, I got to write down Casablanca. They're screaming at me here. Well, this is going to be a show. Okay, Casablanca. If you are in self-retribution, you literally think things are not possible through you, by you, as you. Okay? I received Dana Wiles' emails this morning, and it addressed in a lot of ways the same things that we're talking about here. And the highest word they gave me is authenticity. And authenticity is being who you are and knowing what you want. When you stop second guessing yourself, that's when you're in power. And again, you'll read a lot more about this in the e-blast. But I realized, as you all will by the end of this show, that a lot of times you're going, well, this happened. What's wrong? What do I need to fix? Which is self-judgment. So I was doing that with a particular challenge in my life. And they said, Dee, don't ask that question. Ask, where's the lesson for me here? So I want you to start, those of you that are doing the work, start from that perspective. What's the lesson here for me that allows me to expand? And what I got was, be yourself. You're in fear that all this is happening because you're not good enough, because there's something wrong with you that you need to fix. And actually, it was, can you just own who you are and like who you are and be who you are and get power from that and know that that's why this opportunity was set up for you? So now you can move on. It's really, really, really important what I'm asking you to get here today. It's the next step of our evolution. And I find it interesting that I wrote about it before I was aware of it. Any of you that write a lot and channel a lot know what I mean. Oftentimes we write about it. I go back and read Conscious Creation now and go, oh my gosh, I forgot, right? So again, the big challenge is for us to live it now in every way. Move forward and live it. So please join me this Wednesday from 7 to 9 for the webinar on retribution. You guys know how powerful these webinars are. I don't have to tell you. Can I go to the calls now? Okay. So look, we're working with some new high-tech earphones and stuff here. So I want some feedback about, do you think I'm sounding any better? And bear with me if something happens and I lose you. Okay, we're going to Phyllis in New Mexico. Hi, honey, you're on.
Oh, hey, Dee. Thanks for taking my call.
You bet.
Yeah, I can hear you great. Sounds great. But yeah, I had this thing happen, I think Friday night. Somebody stole my cell phone, from the bathroom. And I kind of caught them, and they just stood there like, I don't have your cell phone. It's like, I saw you standing there, whatever, disabling it. Anyway, it just kind of shook me up a little bit. It wasn't so much the money or even the phone, but
well, so where's the lesson, Phyllis? Why did it shake you up?
Oh, yeah. It just
kind of
made me really, that people, I mean, I found a cell phone at a concert once, and my first thought was like, oh my God, somebody's probably really panicking. They dropped their phone. Let me see if I can see them.
Okay.
Now we're probably...
It plugged you into feeling raped, actually.
To feeling what?
Raped and disrespected.
Yeah, and what's funny is I was lying in bed, so I didn't have my cell phone to look at, so I opened up the white book, and she was talking about how there's no right or no wrong. Everybody's at a different level of consciousness, and I thought, yeah, maybe that person saw that phone and thought, man, they hit the jackpot, and they got a real sense of victory and prosperity. I mean, You know, who am I to say?
Yes, your job is to go to you. And that's...
Oh, yeah, I did.
Well,
yeah,
you
totally.
did, and that's the lesson. The lesson was, you know, don't judge yourself by what other people are doing to or toward you, right? That's not self-love.
Right.
That's a part of retribution. And that's what my situation was about. And you know, I came to, basically, I'm a square peg in a round hole, and I like that I'm a square peg. I like that I'm individual. I like that I'm different. I like me. But, and then we get out there, and this applies a lot to you and everybody that's listening. Then we get out there, and everybody wants you to be round and not square. And then we start judging ourselves. So there was a little place in this experience where you judged yourself, Phyllis.
What, for being so stupid to leave it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
and that doesn't serve you, baby.
Yeah.
It doesn't serve you.
But I want to get clarity on one more thing, because I realized I had to go back to Verizon and reset up my old phone. I really like my old phone. I even like that phone. And so I'm thinking I have insurance, so they're going to send me another one for $150. But I'm thinking I should just sell it. I just wanted to get clarity. Am I like fooling myself or being stubborn?
No, it's about moving on, Phyllis. You know,
I could care less about. The modern phone, all these things. I could care less about. I don't even use it to its full capacity.
That's true. And the world marches on. And part of the way the world marches on now is through technological appliances and what's offered, right? So hold on, let's get the highest thing about this. Sheets, book, song. Give me a movie.
I just take Casablanca. I mean, that just came up. I don't know why.
Okay, so now, hold on. They're bringing in Gone with the Wind. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. And that's what you just said. I really could care less about all of it. But yet you see how much energy you're putting on it.
Yeah. I mean, I remember even going in to get the upgrade, and I was thinking, oh, this is really a pain. Why do I don't even like any of these phones. Well, I'll get the Samsung 7 because that's the best camera. But, I mean, I'm a photographer. I have a camera. I don't need a Samsung 7. So. Well,
you may. It's the highest lesson here. Yeah, you may have opportunity to use your phone for your work. But the lesson here is that Phyllis moves out of judgment of them and of yourself. Because bottom line, guys, if we're judging them, we're judging ourselves. We're saying, I'm judging you because I'm better. Or I'm judging what they said because I'm less. And whenever judgment comes in, there's always a judgment of self. So, So we can move into self-retribution by thinking we're better than also. It's not just less than.
Yeah, I was really trying to get into the energy, after reading the Ranta thing, of just kind of like, blessing the person for having that phone. Now you have this phone, whatever you're going to do with it,
Yeah, you let go, Phyllis. And everything in our brain is taught not to let go. We're taught to fight. But you're supposed to be moving on now. You're supposed to be moving on. This is just a metaphor for moving on.
Right, but can I get clarity on if this new phone comes? Do I really
clarity
need
on
it?
What, honey? What are you asking clarity on?
Well, I just kind of felt like I'm perfectly fine using this old phone with a cracked screen and whatever.
but you've asked the channel, and the channel's answered you. The clarity is move on and let go of the other thing. It's old. Whether you like it or not, I mean, we have liked self-retribution since the beginning of time. Oh, look at me, the poor sinner that I am, not worthy to sit at the feet of Christ, blah, 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 blah. It's time to move on from all of that. Move on, Phyllis. You see how much time you're taking focusing on this.
Right, I understand. So
you understand, but you're not doing it. You still want to talk about it.
I guess I feel like there's this stubbornness in me that's like, I'm just going to use my old phone.
Fine, use your old phone then.
I'm just wondering if I'm in denial. I get the new phone in the mail. No.
Okay. It's just you're comfortable with that and you don't want to move on with the other phone. They're saying once the phone gets here, you're going to love it.
Oh, no. Yeah, okay.
Just go with it. Okay.
I kind of have a feeling about that. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome.
For helping me get clarity.
Thank you, sweetheart. You see, it's what Phyllis brought in is just a metaphor for all of us. How many of us sit and stew for days or weeks or lifetimes over stuff that's happened instead of, okay, this happened, learn the lesson, now I'm going to move on. It's Abraham Hicks talks about it all the time. You stay so long in step one of knowing what you don't want that you never start living what you do. Okay, Patty in Santa Monica, you're on. Hi, honey.
I went away and visited my sister and had such a great time. And then I came back, and I'm not sure if I'm judging myself, but I feel sad. I'm not happy, and I'm not sure what's going on, if I just need to feel what's going on.
Patty?
Yeah?
Your sister doesn't create your happiness.
No, but getting away and seeing her it was really nice.
Because
I got to spend time with my niece and nephew and just
let's go back to what did Patty, well, okay, they're saying, I was started to say, what did Patty do for Patty? And that's a part of it, seeing your niece and nephew. Patty stepped forward to do something for herself, and that made her feel really good.
Yeah, and here I want to cry, which is, I don't understand it.
Because you keep fighting yourself around doing good things for yourself that make you feel good, Patty.
Okay, thank you.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. I'm not getting anything else. So this is the conflict within that we were talking about at the beginning of the show, that we are in conflict with ourselves, that we have two charges going on at the same time. And so which charge do you want to put out, sweetheart? Do you want to put out, I'm joyful just being me, and I'm going to create lots of opportunities to be joyful around a lot of things? Or I did something for myself that felt really good, but now I'm back home and I don't do that, so I'm going to send out the charge of feeling bad again.
I want to do more things where that make me happy, and I feel limited by funds and time.
That's always your thing, Patty. So your question to you is, so they're asking, what could you do right now to make yourself feel better? To give yourself something. What could you do? You're doing that by tuning into the show. You're giving yourself something that makes you feel good, that lifts your vibration. What's something you can do today on Sunday when you get off the phone that's Patty taking care of Patty and nurturing Patty so Patty feels good about herself? What's one thing?
Meditate.
Simple.
Yeah.
Okay. So take time to meditate. and be aware that you are loving and accepting who you are so much that you are giving yourself this gift of time. Okay?
Thank you. It's like I know that in concept, and for some reason I just couldn't understand what was going on. It's like I know what I need. You know, it's like I'm creating my day, and yet I didn't feel that.
You didn't feel that, baby, because you didn't look at it as a gift to yourself. Okay. Every breath you take is a gift to yourself, Patty. You don't need a reason. You know, when my husband died, first thing my brother said to me was, he calls me Pee-wee. Pee-wee, what's one thing that you could do for yourself that's really special that makes you feel better? And I said, get my toes done. And so I went to the beauty parlor and had him do my toes.
Yeah.
It's simple little things. But my mind said, you can't do that, Dee. Your husband just died. You can't do something for yourself. You've got to pay for this somehow. And you don't, Patty. You don't have to pay for doing things for yourself and loving yourself. Every moment
Can I ask?
of...
Yeah.
Yeah, quickly.
The more I talk to people and I realize such a miracle and what a gift it is that I'm surviving, that most people don't survive pancreatic cancer. And I want to know if that has any effect in the, you know, like,
sure.
I didn't realize what it,
sure. You think you know, you think you've got to pay for that. And I'm telling you all that the best way you can pay for your good fortune is to love yourself and create more good fortune for yourself. That's the best thank you you can give to the universe and all of the collective consciousness. Expand.
That's hitting home. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Expand, be happy, be joyful, and know you deserve all the good that you have. Every single bit of it. Okay, honey?
Thank you. Love you.
I love you too. All right, now, Patty, put a big smile on your face. And let's go from there. We're going to Michael in Connecticut. Hi, sweetheart. You're on.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Excellent. You talked a little bit before about knowing we're magnificent, accepting self, and so forth. Could you talk a little bit about staying in that state? And I know the red dot exercise, I practice it as an implosion, and I'd be curious to see what else you could say about staying in the state, about maintaining it.
Yes. Well, the channel says the first step is choice. You see, Patty just had to make a choice to love herself enough to know that she was worth being healed and having beautiful, glorious health. So the first step is always choice. And the second step is always holding your focus on that choice. You referred to the red dot exercise. That's why they gave it to us. Boy, Michael, I'm getting a lot of noise. Can you hold still for a minute? There we go. Okay. So the third thing, we're going back to self-acceptance. That the more you accept yourself as the amazing, incredible, authentic person that you are, the more you will automatically choose to hold that place. Hold on, there's a fourth thing coming in now. Give me a movie, please.
Oh gosh, Mysterious Planet.
Okay, so again, everybody, there's nothing mysterious about it. This is the way it's supposed to be. You are supposed to be living in heaven on earth. You can pick heaven, you can pick hell. Most of us are picking going in and out of it. Right? So, nothing mysterious, nothing hard. It's a choice in every moment. Do I want to feel good and love me, or don't I? That's your answer, Michael. The rest of it is just practicing. Like anything, the more you practice throwing the ball into the basket, the more consistent you get. That's why professional athletes practice so much. It becomes a part of who they are. Did I answer your question, darling?
You did, and I saw the anniversary edition of E.T. in the store. It's clearly out.
Yes, it's the gift that keeps on giving. All of us, for sure. Okay, I think we're done, Michael. I think that's everything. Thank you so much for your call.
Thank you.
Yeah, guys, don't make it hard. Don't make it mysterious. That's one of the ways that you are practicing self-retribution. Oh, this is so hard, and I don't know what to do, and yada, yada, yada. Okay, we're going to Jean in Seattle. Hi.
Well, good morning, Dee. Nice to talk to you.
Yes, you too, Jean. What can I help you with?
Well, I've got a question concerning my physical health. Back in 1978, I was diagnosed with a couple of heart problems that required an implant of a pacemaker. And I also had hyperthyroid situations, so they removed the thyroid gland. So I guess my question is, what's my lesson?
Your lesson is to be happy you're alive. Not to keep focusing on the physical challenges you had, but to keep focusing on, my God, thank you for all these amazing doctors. Thank you for my strong body. Thank you for my tenacity to stay in this world and live all these years in relative health, being able to create what I want. You see, we practice, again, because this is the theme of this show, we practice retribution by holding focus on the negative and the fear instead of holding focus on what's awesome and great. They're saying that you said you use the word physical, and they want you to really know it's spiritual. And we're going to a core belief. Hold on. Okay. The core belief is I'll never be good enough. You are good enough. You've proven you're good enough. Through all this challenge, you chose to be good enough to stay and live a full life. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. So we don't have to practice the self-retribution of why did those things happen to me.
Okay.
Okay? They happened to us because we needed to learn the lesson of how powerful we are. And we needed to learn the lesson that we don't have to practice any kind of self-retribution in order to find out how powerful we are. So we don't have to turn ourselves against ourselves with our bodies, with our health, with our mental focus, with our lack of money. We don't have to pay in any of those places anymore to lead a glorious life. And that's the lesson, Jean. Does that apply? Does that resonate?
Yes.
Okay. Get on with it, dude, because you got a lot of time left.
Oh, glad to hear that.
Yeah. Be happy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I took my daughter to see this amazing medium. You know, I don't tout a lot of people, but this lady has a true authenticity and gift. Her name is Medium Fleur, F-L-E-U-R. And she was giving readings last night. And I loved what my daughter said to me, because I said, well, I wish somebody had come through for you. And she said, Mom, everybody that we've lost is up there going, you know, Dee, Gabrielle, there's so many people that need healing more than you guys. You're so strong. You've got it so together. Let me go to somebody else. And I thought, now, what an awesome way to look at who you are, you know, and what you have and what you're creating. It just made me feel so good to hear her have that response to that. We're going to Lynn in LA. Hi, Lynn. What's up?
Hi. Well, I'm feeling really good. I feel like I'm with you and Gabrielle like that. I feel like I'm living in my power and things are good and I'm flourishing. And I just want to ask, since it's on retribution, where is it in my life, if it is, that could be showing up to what?
They are laughing, first of all.
Okay, great.
And then they're applauding, and then they're kind of bowing. And they want you to know you've lived and addressed your self-retribution for the last 12 years. They're giving me the number 12. I'm just interested, when did you start in the studio? How many years ago were you in the studio?
Oh, my gosh.
Because you've been doing it ever since the studio,
yes,
but really in a focused way for the last 12 years.
That's true, yes.
And you've seen all the ways. One of the biggest ways is I can't do it myself, so I have to have a man to do it for me.
Yep.
Right? I have to pay for worrying, and I have to worry about my weight. I have to worry about my money. I have to worry about where I'm, you know, that's all perfect examples of self-retribution that you have worked through. There's one tiny little thing they want to give you. Sheets, book. Give me a movie, baby.
Oh, my gosh. Benji.
Benji? Okay. Lynn, you are home.
Oh.
Acknowledge everybody right now. I am home. I'm home. You're home. You're there. It's done. You're rescued. Right? You're back where you should be. It's a perfect movie, they're saying. It's a perfect movie. But you see, as long as we keep thinking that we're not complete and we're not home, now they're being funny. They're saying you could have just given her ET, you know, phone home. Yeah, they get funny sometimes. As long as we don't say I'm home, we keep trying to get home even though we're home. And then we can't focus on being home. We can't accept the fact that we're home. We can't accept the fact that we're whole, complete, and perfect. And that's one of the biggest ways we practice self-retribution. And it keeps boomeranging, and they're yelling at us now, saying, guys, don't you understand that if you keep putting out the charge that you're still not whole, you can't ever accept an experience that you are. So here you are living, breathing examples of being whole, but by your focus, you don't allow yourselves to experience that. It's a beautiful lesson. Beautiful lesson. So
thank you.
Everybody right now, fall down into your heart. Go to your heart center. Are you home? What does your heart know? What are you feeling, Lynn?
I feel peaceful and happy and smiling And
and that's home, honey. That's how you should feel when you're in your heart, because your mind can't tell you why you shouldn't feel that way. Got it?
Exactly, yes.
Okay. Good call. Thank you for that one.
Thank you. Love you.
Oh my God. We just rock. Just rock. Chris in Chattanooga. Hi, honey.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going as usual. I'm pick me up off the ceiling from this call. What can we do for you?
Yeah, this is an amazing call. There's a lot of really powerful stuff coming through.
Well, when we plan a webinar, it just opens a gateway.
Yeah.
Somehow. All right. So what's up, Chris?
Well, thanks for taking my call. The reason I'm calling in, the thing I wanted to bring up for me was I just feel like I'm not living up to my true full potential. And that makes me upset with myself.
Yep. Welcome to self-retribution. It's not working for you, Chris. Can you please, this week, hold the intention of accepting yourself just the way you are, that everything is whole, complete, and perfect right now in this moment, and be joyful around that, and just experience living in that place for a while?
That's hard for me because there's so much I want to do in this life.
Yes, and the point is, until you get to that place of being able to live in that charge, you won't be able to do all the things that you want to do in this life. They keep telling you joy and love, joy and love. Be in the state, live in the state, be the state of joy and love. Because I'm not good enough, I'm not creating everything I want, I'm not, that takes you right into self-judgment, which is the biggest place we practice self-retribution. Goodness, are those baby bottles I hear?
No. I totally get that, but I just feel like I'm squandering my time, and there's part of me that feels like I'm kind of squandering my life, I'm not really giving it my all.
So Chris,
I'm not giving it 100%.
Can you accept that you're a squanderer?
No, I can't, and I won't accept that about myself.
Well, you got to accept about yourself, and accept yourself before you're going to make any changes. And stop doing whatever you're doing, because it's very noisy.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what that noise was.
You don't know what that noise is?
Was that better now?
It's not happening in your house?
Yeah, I don't. I think it should be quiet now. Okay.
So this is a great example, they're saying, of what you do. Your focus is so pulled between 2, 3, sometimes even 4 things. If you're going to do something, everybody, hold the focus on that one thing. Right now, this week, I would like you to hold the focus on loving and accepting who you are. That's what the great gift was for me this week. Was I went, oh my God, I've been looking at what's wrong with me. Why can't I work this way? Why am I so unhappy in this situation? And finally, what I got to was because this just isn't who you are, Dee. This isn't the place that makes you happy. The lesson here is learn what makes you happy and go there. But you went here. So now you got to choose to be happy while you're here instead of, again, fighting both those places within you. But it's not that you're wrong. It's not that you're a squanderer. It's not that you're bad. It's not that you can't get along. It's just, this isn't where I should be. So where should you be, Chris?
Well, I know the answer to that.
Well, what is it? Give it to me. Where should you be to make yourself happy? To allow yourself to accept who you are? Because right now you want to do a lot more.
Where I should be is, you know, doing things that are in alignment, you know, with my values and what I enjoy doing, and doing
so
things
do
in
that.
alignment with my gifts and my talents.
And they're saying you're doing that. You're already doing that. You just think you should be making more money doing that.
I should be.
Well,
and I intend to do that, and I'm going to.
When?
Now.
Okay.
Not later, but now.
So now there's no conflict. If there's something you want to do, guys, if you realize that there's something that's out of alignment with who you are as your highest self, don't judge it. Move on it and change it. Take steps. As I promise you all, as soon as you take the first step toward creating what you want, knowing that you're awesome right now, even before you get it, as soon as you take that first step, all your energy will open up. All of it will open up. Okay? There's nothing else they're giving me, Chris. Look, Let me tell all of you again, to know and not to do is not yet to know. If you know it intellectually, you're never going to really know it till you take action. If I want to walk out the door, sitting here and looking at the door for the rest of my life ain't going to give me satisfaction if what's going to make me happy is walking out that door. So start walking out the door, Chris. But you see,
I already have started walking out the door.
Well, good. Then keep walking. Look for the next door. But one of the biggest ways we practice self-retribution is not taking action on what we know to do. Thanks for calling, sweetheart. You know the answer.
Thanks
Chris.
for taking my call. I really appreciate it, and I hope that helped everybody.
Of course it did. We're one unit here. You know that, as is everybody that ever comes onto the call. Okay, Miss Luz in Massachusetts, you're on.
Hi, Dee.
Hi, sweetheart. What's up?
I don't have any specific question, but yesterday I was watching Gladiator. It's a movie about the Roman Empire. And you know, there was this guy who he was at the end of his life, and he was like, all he worries like how people will see him like and through his life. And then I look at myself like, oh, what do I want? How I want when I leave this plane? How I want people to see me? And what I got for me is somebody who did everything I wanted to do in life, somebody who accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish in my life, and who did everything to make myself happy.
I'm with you, babe. I stand with you in that claim. If, you know, the one thing the channel wants to add is, isn't that the way we want to see ourselves? Not only how we want to be remembered and how everybody else sees us, but how we see ourselves. And if we could just accept that we are that now, then our charge that would boomerang back would echo that.
But I feel that I'm achieving like everything I want to achieve right now. Like I don't feel that.
Yes, you do. And that's why you are. Because you see yourself that way. That's what I was saying to Chris. He's got to see that he's there before he experiences being there. Now you realize I did not say before he experiences getting there. because if you experience that you're already there, I can say, okay, I've written 5 books, starred in one of the biggest blockbusters of all time, have a successful healing business where I help thousands of people every year, have my own talk show, have taught school, have changed and made for the better thousands of lives across my lifetime. But I haven't done Broadway.
That is true.
See, that's what we do. That's what most of us do. You're not doing that, Luz. You're the example.
But I want to be married. I'm not married right now, and that's my biggest thing right now.
You want to be what?
Married. Like I want to have a family, and it's not at this point. It haven't happened. So that's the only thing I feel.
Okay, what they're saying to you is you've got to think out of the box. There's a million ways you can have a family.
Well, I want a husband.
Okay, then let's see. Well, see, when I say you believe you deserve a husband, I get a no. So if you're doing everything in your life and you're this awesome example, they keep giving me the word example, why do you think you're not worth having a husband? I'm going right to your mom. What went on with your mom?
Well,
Your mom is the key in to, was she happily married?
I don't know if she's happy, but she was with my dad until my dad.
Okay, there's your answer. There's your answer, because the channel is saying she wasn't happy. You saw that when you were a very little girl. And so even if I'm not happy, I'm going to have to stick with this guy. That's not true. If you get married and you're not happy, you can move on. And I know I'm going to get a lot of heat about that, but that's who I am. If something isn't working in my life and is in the way of me being happy, I move on, and so can you.
Thank you.
Let go of that fear that you're going to be stuck, Luz. You're not going to be stuck. Does that resonate with you now that you hear it?
Yes, completely. My energy is revolving in my entire body right now.
Okay, so just know, and again, I tell all of you, go to the little girl. Go to the little girl and the little boy. You'll find out where the fear is and where you got stuck. Okay? Now you're unstuck. So know you are certainly magnificent enough, and trust the universe to draw this guy to you. You and the universe working together. Okay?
I know. Yes, I know that. Thank you.
Amen and hallelujah. You're welcome.
Thank you. Love you.
I love you too. See, again, they're saying back to self-retribution, I'm not worthy, or I'm in fear of giving me everything that I want. And that's not self-love. You can't have self-retribution and self-love. The two things can't live in you at the same time, guys. So again, I want you to start your day by say, my heart is open front and back, merged with my whole brain. My chakras are open, balanced, and spinning in the right direction. My hara line is straight, strong, and through the ID point, and I am aligned with Source. If you can't remember that, I wrote it out for you 2 or 3 e-blasts ago. Go into the archives on the website. You'll find it. That's one of the most important actions you can take. Because again, if your heart isn't open, you cannot hear your true guidance. Wow, what a show. As usual, you guys outdid yourselves. I'm so sorry. I tried to get to everybody and I almost did. Hold on. Jeannie, I just want to say hi. Are you there?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you need help today?
This show has been phenomenal. It's helped me. It's undone the swelling in my left ankle. It's fantastic. Thank you. Thank you all.
You're welcome. And
I saw this wonderful woman yesterday on a very old Murder, She Wrote, and it said D. Wallace Stone. And I went, oh, my God. I dropped the vacuum cleaner and sat down and watched.
Oh, my gosh. Blast from the past. Was Chris in that with me?
No,
because we did a lot of them together. So, all right, Miss Jeannie. And we want to encourage everybody to move into self-love by allowing their bodies to know that they're healed already.
Yes.
Okay. Love you.
Love you all. Bye.
All right. I hope you'll all join me on the webinar. You can see the amazing information coming in already around this. This is our secret, our key, okay, into the next phase of self-love. So until we meet again, hopefully it'll be this Wednesday or next Sunday. Love yourselves, love yourselves, love yourselves, accept yourselves, be authentically who you are. And until we meet again, I love you.
Thanks for joining Dee on Conscious Creation. Visit her website at imdwallace.com for awesome downloads, archived shows, enlightening webinars, and amazing free offerings. And remember, you can hear Dee every week on BBS Radio, iTunes, the Empowerment Channel at the Connect Me Radio Network. You can also hear Dee on Get Inspired Media Network, Transformation Talk Radio, plus UBN, Universal Broadcasting Network. Be sure to join us next week for Conscious Creation with Dee Wallace. And remember, loving yourself is the key to creation.